That's just, I was going to say that's just pushed out to mid-on. It was far better than that. I didn't give it full value at all. It was a very, very well-timed on-drive.
Glamorgan 20 for done against Leicestershire at Grace Road. A shorter from Stewart, and that is helped away very, very nicely indeed.
And it's just played out into the covers. It was short. It rather deserved it, really, with all due respect to the bowler.
A low, high risk shot.
It was. It was also. That's just nudged away down to fine leg for 4 runs. Good looking shot there.
Wishing him all the best, because I didn't see him play any further part.
No, he didn't.
Stewart in bowls, and that's just well timed by Elgar. Opened the face on it and just sent it running towards the 3rd man boundary to add 4 more runs. Off-air chat about that this morning as Wes Agar runs in bowls, and that's driven into the offside. That is well timed by Agar, and that's raced away to the boundary for 4. It feels like it's been a while since the boundary, but there's 1 more to the total, which moves. I think some of the other counties haven't necessarily put as much into their women's games.
Fair enough. It's Evison to Elgar. Was that a glance? Is it off the pad? It's gone for 4, whichever. It is off the bat. Little glance and Dean Elgar moving inside the line.
Quite. Evison again into Browne, who flicks that pleasantly off his toes for 4 runs. That was a splendid shot there from Browne.
He's 6 fairly quickly. It's his first over on leg stump again, and that's moved into that one, did Elgar, and he's driven that into the onside. Elgar, Crawley's after it. Oh,
dragged it over.
He has indeed dragged it over with him. He tried.
Victory. That's a good shot. Again, it was over pitched and stroked out elegantly to mid-on.
It does happen, but
yeah.
Arafat in bowls. That's cut away by Elgar, who finds the gap between Crawley in the slips and Gully, and it goes racing to the boundary. Flow of runs, and then you've got to take the wickets.
Reardon to Elgar. He's trying to break the shackles, and he has over the head of Tawanda Mayeye, and that'll go for 4 runs. It was lofted. It was risk-reward.
Evison round the wicket, and that's cut away by Browne, just wide of point, and he will pick up another couple of runs. They'll have to run that quickly, but they do get back in time. It was a poor throw in the end from Arafat, and that will bring Browne his 50.
It's Evison to Elgar. That's a delightful shot into the onside, all timing from Elgar. He's just rolled away at speed there off the face of the bat.
What dreadful. Well, that was about the only way that Elgar played a shot that was so out of character. What they call history between the two. I know people like to say that it's this game, the so-called Battle of the Bridge or the Battle of the Tunnel, but I don't. Somerset versus Essex is no place for the weak-hearted. That's pulled away to the mid-wicket boundary. A poor delivery, has to be said, Parkinson.
There, as Stewart bowls now to Wesley, clipped off his pads. That's a lovely shot. No, I don't think there's any chance at all for...
Evison in bowls, and he's bowled him. Browne has gone, and Joey Evison has his first wicket of the match. Browne is clean bowled by the Kent all-rounder, and he will have to go for 65.
Helicopters usually make quite a bit of noise, don't they? Oh, and that's lofted hard, high, and handsome for 6 runs. So he gets off the mark with a 6 over long on.
As Arafat now bowls to Wesley. Flicked off his pads by the Essex batter, and that'll ruin the maiden for Arafat, but just the one off it, 185 for 2. Here's Stewart. It's a wide one. Oh, is it going to be catch? No, falls just in front of Tawanda Mayeye. It was almost a little scoop outside the off stump from Jordan Cox.
Just had it.
As Stewart bowls to Cox, goes the wide one there, deflected away really well actually. It's really wide, and you could see, arms almost coming out of sockets there from Jordan Cox reaching for it.
And that's just worked away onto the onside, or into the onside for 4 runs. And that's lofted away over the infield for 4 runs.
Evison in bowls, and that's And he's gone. That one was given, and Critchley has to depart for just 13, and I don't think there can be too many complaints about that. It looked good.
That is true. And so this one's tossed up outside the off stump by Parkinson, gone for by Jordan Cox. That's a strong drive through the offside. That's a fantastic pick-up shot from Jordan Cox, driven all the way along the ground. Manston closes an airport entirely at this point, or is it an airfield? This is up in the air. It's going a long way. It's coming close to us, I think. I've lost the flight of it. It's 6 runs. That is a big old shot from Michael Pepper. He has climbed into that one. For Cox at the other end. Pepper does get himself a single and more. That's a lovely shot, actually, really well timed. Past Matt Parkinson, didn't have time to move at cover. Kent have one. It's 1-1. Oh, what a drive that is. Explosive this time from Michael Pepper. Hands flying through that, through extra cover drive.
Moves in again. And that's cracked away for 4. With 3 deliveries of the day remaining. As that's played straight off the back foot. A good looking shot there. Backed away and played very elegantly by Cox. Almost absolutely straight. Finished too early, could always bowl a no ball or a wide. And that's played defensively, and